Hello, very good afternoon from the home studio. We are recording today the third poetry album of Sunil Gangopadhya. Today we completed the second poetry album of Sunil Gangopadhya. For background music score, we are using Spanish guitar, Spanish piano and Spanish percussions for the background music score to give a enhancing impact of background music, European background sound of music in Bangla poetry for a wide range of market to create. Now we are talking about the poetry number 20. Poetry number 20, we are talking about poetry number 20, Nirar Oshuk. The illness of Nira. Poet here talking about when Nira is ill, everybody in Kolkata city becomes sad and depressed. When Nira is ill, everybody in Kolkata becomes sad and depressed. After sun sets in west, before all neon lamps are lit bright, we ask, today how is Nira's health? Today how is Nira's health? On this poetry we are using Spanish piano flow. We heard the soundtrack from Spain. We got the soundtrack from Spain. We heard the entire track of Spanish piano getting played. We recorded the entire flow of the poetry with different pitch of repetitions given on different words and sound, blowing it up with repetitions. Then we are placing the Spanish piano soundtrack on the poetry to calculate the meter, how the meter has moved, how many times we are repeating, how many notes of piano moving on the lines. Then we have placed the piano on the soundtrack. Poet here talking about the old aged clock of a church, the reddish gloss of the shop. They know Nira is well today. They know the Nira is well today. Then poet talking about in office and in cinema park, lakhs of people talking about the news of Nira. Nira is very famous in office and in cinema park, lakhs of people talking about the news of Nira's health. The flower garland smell comes today. Nira today very happy. The flower garland smell comes today. Nira today very happy. Suddenly the boundless wind plays the zigzag mad bells in whole sky to start playing. Suddenly the boundless wind plays the zigzag bell in whole sky to start playing. All people of Kolkata with a small smile come to know Nira has gone for a vacation. All people of Kolkata with a small smile, come to know Nira has gone for a vacation. When there is cloud in sky, in gloomy fallen shadow, city sadness belongs. A taxi moves into the direction of a tram to create traffic jam in a road square. A taxi moves into the direction of a tram to create traffic jam in a road square. In restaurants on road, human beings have black faces. All over Kolkata, anger and strike going on. Old time Kolkata, old time at the time of war, there was anger and strike all over Kolkata. That picture coming in this poetry with the love for Nira. All over Kolkata, anger and strike going on. A riot will start, putting fire on telephone, exchange and post offices. A riot will start putting fire on telephone exchange and post office. Anybody in his own heartbeat will call for a strike. I shiver in fear. I know I run at that moment and say, Nira, why you were in sad mind? Nira, I'm asking why you were in sad mind. You are a good girl. You are a very good girl. Once you see in eyes, in mirror, see the beauty of that face. like new water waves of laughter. Give me the answer of this complex question. Rainfall starts from clouds. Rainfall starts from clouds. Rainfall starts from clouds. Human beings go for cinemas and sports with clean and happy face. Human beings go for cinema and sports with clean and happy face. The movement of traffic comes ahead. A tempo moves with cycle. A rickshaw moves with motor. Comes back home in road. With cigarette in lips. With cigarette in lips. Somebody shouts. This kind of life and survival is not bad. With cigarette in lips. Somebody shouts. This kind of life and survival is not bad. We enjoy it. We enjoy it. Here, the poetry is beautiful. Very beautiful poetry. We have applied Spanish piano flow on this poetry. Very beautiful sound. When we hear this poetry after recording on speakers, we have beautiful expansion of sound. Beautiful drama movement going on the soundtrack. People will be very happy hearing Rajat Bala vocal giving repetition on different sound. Different dramatic satire given in different lines. Now we are hearing it on speakers. We are very happy with the result. Nira is a love affair of poet. Poet always talking about Nira in different poetry. Some kind of dramatization in regular life in Kolkata, where Nira's health and illness is the subject of this poetry narrative movement. Nira's health and illness is the subject of the poetry narrative movement. Very beautiful life of Kolkata. At the old time, very beautiful life of Kolkata. That Kolkata is very much in poetry writing sense, criticizing poetry of the poets. Many poets are there. Sunil Gangopadhya is one of the poets. At that time, many poets writing poetry. But Sunil Gangopadhya's poetry at that time, creating the canvas of old Kolkata, riots going on, fire in telephone exchanges and post office. This kind of picture we are experiencing in 2023. Very nice, very beautiful recording we have done. Our sound engineer Rudra Banerjee doing a lot of hard work on each poetry selection of the sound, background sound. He is doing a lot of hard work on the background music score. While background music score, we are focusing on the modernity, today's time, and unnatural, untouched sound. Untouched sound means the kind of background music we want to place, you never heard in Bangla culture, in never heard in Bengali poetry culture or Bengali music culture. That kind of poetry, that kind of background musical sound we are creating on keyboards. We have got keyboards, we have got 12, 13 guitars in the studio. If required, we play guitar. Or otherwise, we come to YouTube downloading the background music score. After a lot of research, lot of sound research going on to select the correct sound, to create a new kind of market for this kind of poetry, we will submit this poetry to Amar FM, All India Radio, Radio City, Fever 104, Fever 104 FM, very beautiful radio channel, Fever 104 FM. We are hearing Fever 104 FM in our office, in our study room in home. First floor, I am hearing Fever 104 in my study room while writing the scripts. I am very happy with Fever 104 presentation of Bangla songs, different Bangla songs going on. Very nice. We will focus on different kind of background music for old poetry, old Bangla poetry with European sound of music, sometimes Asian sound of music, sometimes Chinese music, sometimes different Western European sound that is not Spanish. European sound is more vast sound. Then we will talk about the next album, third album today we are starting. Third album we are starting after after this YouTube interview session, third album. Then we will talk about the third album next week on 20th. About first 10 poetry we will talk about in the next session recording in next week on 27th of January recording. Thank you. Goodbye from this session. Very good day. Good night. Good night. Thank you. Cut three. Cut it.